Parts of Kuala Lumpur have been struck by flash floods. They include Kuchai Lama,
Record rainfall in the last 24 hours, 6,000 people have been 5 states with steadily being 17 are dead.
Ever since a severe flood strikes Malaysia on 2021, many people has been thinking of getting themselves a 4-wheel drive. If you're getting it as your second car, it would be perfectly fine. But what if it will be your only car and you'll be using it in daily basis, especially in town? So we are here to find out. Driving a huge truck in open road like this doesn't feel challenging at all. In fact, it's fun, maybe because of the high driving position. But as you get yourself into a tight situation, that's when things become not easy. The first challenge, a McD DriveThru. I've been driving pickup truck for more than 10 years. This is the narrowest McD DriveThru that I've ever seen in my life. Thanks to the 4 sensor at the front bumper, I can judge how far is my bumper to the barrier. If I'm driving my own pickup truck without the front sensor, I will just driving blindly by guessing around and it would be a nightmare. With the assistance of the 4 sensor at the front bumper, driving this huge truck in tight space is a lot more manageable.
Thank you.
After filling up our stomach, we filled up the tires and the fuel tank. This is because I'm going to carry out a city drive fuel consumption test. I will always fill up 10 kPa more for the front and 10 kPa less for the rear, from the manufacturer's recommendation. Sometimes just 20 kPa less for the rear. This is just my personal preference. As for the diesel, this car can take up to 20% biodiesel blend, which is B20. I will always fill up with lowest number of biodiesel blend possible. Again, this is my personal preference. Okay, let's go. While driving around, suddenly I remembered I have to drop by to my friend's office to collect some document. This is a good chance to test out, is this car easy or not to maneuver in underground parking? Again, tight space. No more guessing around. All I have to do is pay attention to the front and rear parking sensor. I remember the last time I came here with my truck, it was so scary. A pickup truck is generally longer, wider, turning radius is bigger and steering is heavier than normal cars. But for this truck, the steering is light. Turning the steering is effortless. As for squeezing your cars into tight parking space, head first or tail first, no big issue. For reverse parking, you will be assisted by 4 sensors on the rear bumper and a reverse camera. And on top of that, the 9-inch LCD would help you to see clearly what's happening behind your car. If you're going into parking head first, again you will be assisted by 4 sensors on the front bumper. There's also a diagram on the dashboard showing you which sensor giving you warning. After collecting documents, I spent some time, took some nice photo of the car. Then it's time to leave. The exit of this parking is quite narrow that it triggers the front parking sensor. Upon checking the camera footage, only I realized the bumper is so close to the wall. It started to rain as we came out from the underground parking. The automatic headlight and wiper turned on itself. What I like about the automatic headlight and wiper on this car is the control logic. It always turns on at the time when it should, and the wiper is always wiping at a correct speed. It seems like the designer has done enough real-world tests and totally nailed it. Unlike my another car, the wiper just keep wiping at a crazy speed, even it just drizzling, and the headlight turns on as it rains, but never turn off back when the rain stopped and the sun already came up. The adaptive cruise control is one of the wonders in this car. It helps to reduce so much stress in driving. All you need to do is control the steering. At this moment, I know the taxi is going to cut in. I trust the car, I let the car do everything itself. The car detected the taxi and slows down. Not a sudden brake, but a gradual brake. In another way to say, not scary, but comfortably and confidently. Showing up in a pickup truck in front of a 5-star hotel lobby definitely feels like you're wearing cowboy hat with jeans to a ballroom. One good thing about the xterrain, instead of looks like a tools, it looks like a man's big toy. Not this. This is a piece of art. Yes, it does look fun. While on our way back, we were welcomed by the classic KL style traffic jam. Now, there's one thing I don't understand behind the design logic of the adaptive cruise control. If the car stops for more than 2 seconds, it will cancel itself. Not sure why, maybe because of safety reason, but in my humble opinion, if there is no such restrictions, it will be a lot more comfortable to drive in traffic jam. After getting out from the jam, we filled up our stomach and the fuel tank of the car. Then we can summarize the total usage of fuel in city drive. Judging from the power increase from the previous generation, the fuel consumption is indeed handsome. The lane departure warning is what I love and what I hate at the same time. It can wake up the sleepy driver and also the sleeping passenger at the same time. But at least, it keeps me awake in this kind of sleepy night drive. I have so much confidence driving in this car than my car, which is the previous generation dmax. The handling, stability and comfort is a huge leap forward from the previous generation. I love the LED headlight so much, it is so bright at night. Overall, it exceeded my expectation.